didn't need to teach passing and support in a formal box support way or get open, deliberate way, a static way. They just counted passes. And they could celebrate the ratio of their completed passes to the other team, whether they won or lost. So the constraints idea, is huge. And somebody else mentioned the constraint of, you know, scoring a goal off a pass is a constraint. So they have to get open to score a goal. It's not carrying the puck and shooting, which is all I see in boys hockey. Go as far as you can. The biggest kid, the fastest kid, the strongest kid, going to go coast to coast, drill the puck. That's it. That's not hockey. And I said last night on a Zoom call with Girls Hockey Calgary, over 150 parents were on it. It wasn't a share thing, but the the idea of how much more can be done to develop the players and passing in female hockey, trying to get girls to play female hockey because they're receptive to this information. And a coach has got to be receptive to it to be able to apply it. So I'm sure glad I've got a formal deal going with Girls Hockey Calgary to experiment with it, but I'm going to count on, all of you down the road to do it. And Rick, one of my tasks, and I would ask Tim and anybody else that's involved on this call, I will be I did the mission statement exercise with the board, Girls Hockey Calgary. I brought Carla McLeod in with me to help me. And she just unbelievably was able to add value to the process and the way I did it. Now, having done it with the board, I'm contracted now to do it with the 3-year U13 staffs, the 3 U15 staffs separately. And I'm going to invite, if you guys want to come into one, I'd love to have you to support me, but also down the road, take over doing this because I'm not going to be here forever.
You're still here for a long time, Wally. And
well, I'm going to be here as long as I can, but you all understand what we're trying to do. You all know about the exercise. So in the early morning yesterday, I went to a leadership culture activity related to online learning. Everybody there is doing what we're doing, consulting, mentoring, because coaches need it, leaders need it. And every one of the people that were in attendance when they got their business cards is, I'm going to do the mission statement exercise with you because you could deliver it and use it in what you're trying to instill in the values of what good companies do to create a good culture. So down the road here, keep that in mind. And Tom, the reason it's going to work, the coaches don't have to do it with the parents, which I thought was what Hockey Canada should require them to do. I think a retired, experienced mentor like ourselves can do it with the parents when the coach is practicing. And the mission statement is going to be very similar, value-based, and they are going to agree to it. So the disagreements that are coming up because of the lack of synergy and value-driven base for doing what you're doing, that's what the mission statement will do. So all of you keep this in mind, and it's another thing that I think, Rick, it precedes the X's and O's so that everybody is supportive of